Yo, what's cracking? What's cracking? Yo, Colorado 152-0. I get the dub. Now they basically sit and wait to see where they either go to a bowl game or they go to the Big 12 championship. They need a few teams to help them out, though. They need Iowa State. They need two teams for them to basically help them out. They need either BYU to lose or Iowa State or Arizona State, Iowa State, or Arizona State and BYU. One of them two, or they need Texas Tech to win. So they BYU can still win, I believe, but I'm mistaken. This is crazy stuff. But I think BYU can still win. Arizona State can still win. But if Texas Tech win, Colorado jumps in, and if Iowa State loses to Kansas State, they get in. Colorado gets in. I think that's how it is. Don't quote me on it. Don't all that, but I think that's how it goes. But yo, great performance by the team. I saw some stuff sputtering a little bit, but they got it together in the second half, and Travis Hunter put on a show once again from the home fans. And man, that's not Oklahoma State. I'll be honest, man. I watch a lot of Oklahoma football and Oklahoma State football, and because I got family there. And man, that is not Oklahoma State football, man. It's been going downhill the last couple of years. Even though I know also they had a good season last year, but they lost to South Alabama. I remember that they lost to South Alabama, who was an okay team, but they lost to them at home. You know, so just saying something about the direction of their program. And for anybody who's upset about DJ McKinley doing the dog pissing thing, hey man, I hope y'all know that he used to play for Oklahoma State last season. So there was a little personal thing right there with him and Oklahoma State. So, don't be tripping about that. Yo, shout out to Coach Prime, man, and his sons, and the whole team, man. The defense, they pitched the shutout. I think Mike Gundy kind of just gave him that shutout at the end and said, I'm going on vacation. Fuck it. I'm just going to go on vacation. Because he looked like he checked out anyway. You know what I mean? Even in his press conference before that, the game, I think he kind of just checked out. You know what I mean? Like, the season is over with. They have no chance of anything. But I also feel like that Kansas game was a fluke. And I'm going to tell you why. I showed you in my last video why I think that game was a fluke. Because there was a lot of holding in that game, a lot of penalties in that game that was not called in favor for Colorado. And I just felt the Shawami was in. The referee, 12th man, was there to stop them from going to the playoffs. That's who it really was. It wasn't Kansas State that beat them. It was the referees that beat them. Now, the defense also beat themselves a little bit too, but there should have been some stuff that was called back. And it was, especially the explosive running plays. There was a few explosive running plays from last week that they shouldn't have got. How is it all of a sudden this week Colorado was able to stop the run, stop the run week before that and the week before that, but they couldn't stop the run last week? It's obvious what it was. It was the 12th man of referees. They didn't want them going to the playoffs. They didn't want to see Coach Prime shine. That's what it really was. You know what I mean? So it's all good. Hey, check out my channels, New Legacy Martial Art Academy, and check out all the tutorials. Check out DJ Killer Cali. And like and subscribe to the In the Dojo mixes. And please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification button for all the channels and Coach Cali Sports Talk. You know what I mean? I just want to say, though, is this Shiloh's second time walking the senior walk? Because, he graduated from Jackson State. So I guess he's a second time senior. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could do that. I was when I saw Shiloh walking out there, like, he's a senior. I thought he already graduated. Because he did, But there was a lot of gentlemen, I think, that walked out and everything with their parents, But it was a great thing to see them walking out for the last time because they got some new cats coming in next season. And they're going to have I can tell, Colorado is building it like an SEC style team over there. They're getting some 5-star players, more 5-star players, and more 4-star players are about to come to Colorado. So, and I'm praying that Shedeur becomes a Raider. Yes, sir. You know that. I know it. If he becomes a Raider, it's on. And I see the Giants trying to tank some more. Nah, dog. We don't want to go to the Giants. Shedeur don't want to go to the Giants. Nah, dog. Even though he know how to play in the cold, nah, dog. He want to go to where the glitz and glamour is in Vegas. That's where he wants to be. I feel like if we get him, bro, I think the Raiders is going to be on the upside with Shedeur because all we got to do is get him some good wide receivers, a good running back. He's going to have to play on the center more in the NFL, right? But hopefully he can adjust very well to that. And then get them some defensive players, man, who can really play, especially in the secondary. Because I ain't gonna lie, Raiders secondary is mediocre, right? We have no quarterback. Gardner Minshew. When I saw they were gonna get Gardner Minshew, I said I knew that in the beginning of the season. I said, "Oh yeah, they're taking for Shedeur." I knew that because Gardner Minshew is not a winner. He's not gonna win anything. Nothing. He's not. He wasn't a winner at Washington State. He's not a winner at the Raiders. He's not, And so hopefully we get Shedeur Sanders. But LaJohntay had a good day. Also, man, a wide receiver. Man, Jimmy Horn walked out today as a senior. I don't know if Will Shepherd is or not, but he probably go to the league. That whole wide receiver core, I believe, is going to the league for real. Those are top level wide receivers. I know Will Shepherd kind of struggled a little bit and in a few games, but then everybody having ups and downs. I think the league would pick him up, man, as maybe a second rounder, or I don't know about the first round, but he is a first round wide receiver. Will Shepherd is. He is. He's a first rounder. But they probably get him in the second round for cheaper deal, But anyway, I just wanted to jump on here, man, and really congratulate the Buffs, man. Also, my USC plays tomorrow and my Sooners. So I hope the Sooners do their thing. UCLA's got a tough game against Notre Dame, but it's at home. We got Jaden Mayava going to be at the quarterback spot. So, I'm really iffy about him, but it is what it is. If we lose, we lose. If we win, we win, and I'm happy. You know what I mean? If we win. If we lose, we just got to go back to the drawing board, get them some more depth at quarterback, and let them fight out for quarterback spot, man. I'm still not happy about my little cousin leaving USC, Jaden Moore. I think he should have stayed, you know what I mean? But I understand they were trying to put in more wide receivers. But I wish Baby Boy would have stayed because it just toughen it out. Sometimes you got to toughen it out, even when it's not going your way. That's that way. It's that way in life. When you're going through a marriage or you're going through family problems or anything like that, sometimes you got to toughen it out and fight through it. You know what I mean? We can't just give up so easily because somebody personally attacks you or this and that or whatever. Even on your jobs, you got people on the job that you can't stand. You like, man, I want to fuck this dude up. But at the same time, you're like, I need this fucking job. So I'm gonna keep my mouth closed for a little bit. But when I walk out this door, I'm gonna let them know what I feel like for real. But anyway, man, check me out on X as well. I'm on there as Coach Cali Sports Talk, but / DJ Killer Cali. So check it out on there on X. I'm gonna go to some video real quick, and also, man, please, like I said, please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button, and comment. On the channel. And we're just going to go over the stats a little bit of this game. All right. Oh, yeah. Check this out. Here's a highlight of Travis Hunter to Shedeur. Let's see if I can turn down the volume. Here we go. Right to Travis Hunter. Bam!
How did he make that one?
And he pulled and did a little with a Heisman. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna go to the next one. Here's a cool one right here. Hey, this was DJ McKinley. This is what I was talking about, DJ McKinley. Right here.
Thank you, Coach. All right, Q. Great job down there. That pass.
It's the interception right here.
This is his teammate McKinney with the pick six.
Now DJ used to play for Oklahoma State last season as a corner, and he did that little, the pissing on the ball thing. You know what I mean? And I understand. That was your old school you played at. You're beating them, beating the shoes out of them. So I understand.
That's who it was.
But I guess the announcers forgot about that.
Vivid Seats, the only ticket company.
Shepard to the bottom. In traffic, and that's going to be intercepted.
Yeah, he got picked up right there.
Robertson
was another one. We go to the interception. Who is this? Was this the interception? Or they fumble?
And it appears to have been recovered by Colorado, yes.
Defense was doing a damn thing. I mean, they were doing a damn thing. That's why I'm saying this defense wasn't the defense that we saw on. And I'm telling you, if this defense gets you in one game, got to play you in one game, I swear, man, if this team, I don't know who they're going to match them up with. They probably match them up against Alabama or someone like that. They probably will. Somebody in the SEC is probably going to be playing Colorado in the bowl game. I don't know what bowl game, but they're going to try to prove a point with Alabama or some type of Ole Miss or something like that and trying to match them up. Watch.
Vivid Seats, official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Man, we did commercial.
Makes it a 3rd and 4 for Shedeur Sanders. Complete for the first.
Oh, yeah. This was LeJohntay, like 67 yards. Touchdown.
Shoe bottoms. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
So anyway, man, there were just some good highlights of the game. All right. So as you see, Oklahoma State, Oklahoma State has never been 3-9 and 0-9 in conference in a long time. It's been a long time. This is all Oklahoma State under Mike Gundy has always been a winning program. Always. Some type of winning program, if not third or fourth in the conference. Okay? I've never seen them win a championship. Only two teams that I've seen go to a national championship for real is Oklahoma and Texas. Okay? But anyway, Oklahoma State is 3-9, 0-9 in conference. And Colorado's 9-3, 7-2 in conference now. So they're leading the conference now at 7-2. They won 52-0. And the first half, we scored 21 points. Second half, 17. Third quarter, we scored 17. Fourth quarter, we scored 14. And really, in the second quarter, there's some bullshit because Colorado could have put up 100. They could have had it. They could have had 100 points in this game. That's how bad it is. And not taking away from Oklahoma State, but I know Oklahoma State played Texas Tech last week and gave it all they got and had a close game, right? How is it we play Kansas and we lose that game 37-21 and our defense was trash, right? Supposedly, allegedly. It was because I called out all those holding plays, calls, holding the wide receivers. The referees were just letting them do anything. Kansas, do anything. And you saw it. Everybody saw it. They know those referees. And I've come to find out those same referees were the referees from the BYU-Utah game. So let that sink in. All right. It was a total yards passing for Smith. I guess they didn't. I don't know if Owens was hurt, but he had 70 yards passing, 2 INTs. Shedeur Sanders had 438 yards passing, 5 touchdowns, 1 INT, and he still got to stop the sacks, man. The sacks. It's got to stop it. I mean, come on, man. Throw it out of bounds. We love you, Shedeur, but at the same time, dog, you got to throw that out of bounds if you don't got to play. In the NFL, the NFL players are going to get mad as fuck at you if you don't throw that shit out of bounds and take a sack. They ain't NFL, you can't take them sacks like that, man. They going to stop blocking for you. They're going to stop blocking for you. I'm telling you. Look at what's happening with Caleb and them, man. Same thing was happening to them. You taking those sacks, watch how them NFL players, they change their attitude about you. So hopefully, with Caleb, things change for him. Anyway, Howland had 57 yards, no touchdowns as rushing. Hold on. And then what happened to Gordon? I mean, they bottled Gordon up. It was Gordon. They bottled that kid up. They didn't get no yards hardly rushing, dog. Michael Welch, 39 yards, 1 touchdown. And I want to see, hopefully we're going to see more of him next year. But I hope they develop better running plays, though, for these cats because they're going to need it next year. Even with the new quarterback that's coming in. Jonte Wester had 170 yards. He had more receiving yards than Travis today and 2 tutties. So what was the total? Look at that. This is what I'm saying, man. 471 yards total offense. Oklahoma State had 147. That's not like Oklahoma State, man. And they didn't have the quarterback that they usually have. And look at this. They had the ball for 27 minutes. So it was almost dead even at the time. And Colorado put up 52. But what I'm saying is, I'm telling you, that Kansas game was a purposely done game, sabotage game to the Colorado Buffs, man. The referees had their hand in that. Even though the um, the defense didn't hold water like they were supposed to. It was some other stuff going on for the defense not to hold water. That's all I'm saying. So, but the defense did good this week. Now they did their job. Now all we got to do is wait to see what happens with BYU and Iowa State and Arizona State, which I don't think Arizona State is going to lose to Arizona. I really don't. I see Kansas State beating Iowa State more than I would see uh, University of Houston beating BYU or Arizona State. Now, but don't get me wrong, Houston will wake up sometime and play their ass off, and they don't have no quarterback. So it's up in the air. And Utah got ripped off last week too. So, they just doing them wrong. I hope that coach does not quit. Utah coach, what's his name? Oh my God, Willingham. I think it's Willingham. Or Dillingham. One is Dillingham, one is Willingham. Okay, I think it's Willingham. But man, he's a great coach for Utes. And if he finds him a quarterback, that's all he needs to really find. He's got everything else on his team. He's got everything else. He just need to find, instead of, you got that old horse that you need to just go ahead and kind of just remove, because, go get you some new talent. I bet there's plenty of quarterbacks in the transfer portal that you can find right now that can help you out. So, anyway, yeah. But anyway, Colorado did their thing, and I'm so excited and happy for them. Let's move on to some stats real quick for college football. All right, so we got up here. Let me go with the full scoreboard. All right. So, and this is week 14, so I'm gonna just tell you who's gonna win these games as well. The one games that are in the play here. All right. So Boise just beat down Oregon State 34-14. Mississippi State, Ole Miss is in play right now. I think Mississippi State got this. Ole Miss got this, hands down. Y'all saw that Memphis game and Tulane game. They didn't have their quarterback, Jenkins, though. They didn't have the original quarterback. That was a backup quarterback playing at Tulane. So that's why they lost. Really, that's why they lost. You saw the other quarterback that played for Tulane in the beginning of the season. I think it was number 12. Hey, man, that dude was the truth over there. But Memphis won 34-24. This Georgia game. Hey, man, I know this is at Georgia. But Georgia Tech is nothing to be sleeping on. And Georgia has been having some up and down games. Georgia Tech has a defense. I still go with Georgia winning this game, but it might be close. Okay? Hey, you bettors out there, do not go off what I'm saying and try to bet. I'm just saying how I feel about the game. So that's just a disclaimer right there. So if you choose the stuff that I say and you lose, do not blame me. I'm just telling you. Blame yourself. Because you the idiot that try to follow what I'm saying. This is just how I feel. Anyway, Michigan, Ohio State. I'm going to go with Ohio State on this, but I wouldn't be shocked if Michigan keeps it close. Vandy and Tennessee. This could be an upset alert right here. Believe it or not. This Tennessee game versus Vandy could be an upset game, and is at Vandy. I'm picking Vandy on an upset by maybe 3 points. I like a field goal. Notre Dame, USC. I'm picking USC, even though I know Notre Dame is on a hot streak. I'm going to ride with USC. I'm not going to turn on my team. I'm going to go USC. I don't know what the score would be. I say USC wins by a field goal. All right. I think it's going to be a sloppy game. Alabama, Auburn. Auburn just beat Texas A&M. It's going to be a close game. Alabama's on a slide right now. This could be an upset alert right here. It depends on Peyton Thorne. It depends on the quarterback, man, because he's an up and down guy. They are playing at Alabama, so I'm going to give the nod to Alabama just because that Alabama. But don't think that Auburn fans are going to be there because they're right down the street. So it's like their games are like home games with each other. So, but Roll Tide is going to be in that, and it's going to be in full effect there. And I feel that Alabama should win that game. All right, Washington, Oregon. Washington is a sleeper. Washington may play Oregon close. They always do. Still got Oregon. They're at home, and it's hard to beat Oregon in their house. I got Oregon. Texas A&M, Texas. I got Texas on this. Unless now they got the 12th man. They are playing at the 12th man, and I was wrong about the LSU. I think it was the LSU game. It was one of those games that they had a home game, and I was really wrong about that damn game. Texas A&M is at home. They just don't play very well. They up and down, man. It's like they're slipping and sliding into wins. You know, they're not that dominant. Texas A&M is going to play Texas tough because they're a Texas team. This might be an upset alert. It may be an upset alert. I think Texas come out and squeeze the nail biter. Squeeze. All right. But I think they're the better team. Texas is the better team. South Carolina, Clemson. At Clemson. Man, I'm going to say South Carolina. I'm going to say South Carolina on that game. They upset Clemson. Illinois got this against Northwestern. Maryland, Penn State. You know it. Penn State should get this at home. Miami, Syracuse. That could be an upset alert. They're on the road in the cold. Well, they're in the dome. So Miami wins it close. But I wouldn't be shocked if Syracuse beats Miami. I wouldn't be shocked. California, SMU. SMU, I got this. Arizona State. I got Arizona State. Arkansas, Missouri. Missouri squeaks by and win that game at home. Purdue, Indiana. I got Purdue. Indiana. Sorry, Indiana. And I think that game against Ohio State is a fluke because I think if Ohio State would have went to Indiana, I think that it would have been the game would have been different. Kansas State, Iowa State. I'm gonna say Kansas State beats Iowa State. I think Kansas State got the manpower to beat Kansas State. I just do. So Nevada, UNLV. Oh, of course, UNLV. Houston, BYU. Man, as much as I want to say Houston, and is at BYU, I'm going to say BYU, and that those two teams would pretty much not. Those two teams will pretty much knock Colorado out unless Texas Tech wins. Texas Tech has got to win. So who do Texas Tech play? Let me see. All right, Texas Tech. They play West Virginia tomorrow at 11 a.m. Texas Tech is a tough team, and they're playing them in West Virginia, so they're going to be playing in the cold. I don't know. It depends on the Red Raiders, man, on their attitude. But what's West Virginia's record? West Virginia's 6-5, 5-3 in conference, and we have Texas Tech is 7-4, 5-3 in conference. So, early morning game. Texas Tech is feisty though, so I'm looking for Texas Tech to win this game. I'm praying that Texas Tech win that game. All right. Let's go into USC right quick. This is the matchup, Notre Dame, USC. All right. Notre Dame's 10-1. USC is 6-5. I know we talked about this just a short bit ago. They got Notre Dame 70% matchup predicated that they'll win. So Riley Leonard has 1,937 yards, 14 touchdowns, 4 INTs. It's not going to be Miller Marshall as the quarterback, so we can't say. I think Jaden Mayava had 200 and something yards passing total this year in the first game. I don't know. Last game. So I don't know why they keep putting Miller Marshall's picture. That's disrespect to Jaden Mayava, man. That ESPN, come on now. Y'all should change this. Why y'all got Miller Marshall right here? Knowing damn well that Jaden Mayava is now the quarterback. Y'all need to do some updates. Like, for real. All right, Woody Marks, 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns. Man, this is our backbone. Woody Marks, for real. Woody Marks and Mekhi Lemon, 32 yards, 3 touchdowns as a wide receiver, right? So we got to lean on these two guys plus our wide receivers, but our defense has got a hold. Let me tell you something. Notre Dame got a defense, man. Them dudes is feisty, and they don't give up. They are not soft at all. And so USC has got to stand up and quit playing soft. To stop giving up so much spacing on these wide receivers. Be on their ass. So that's all I'm saying. It's going to be at USC at Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. I used to drive. I remember watching the Fire. They used to sit up on top here, and I remember driving because the freeway is right in front of it. The 110 freeway is right in front of there. And so to go to my grandmother's house, we had to drive past the stadium every time. Coming from uh, Moreno Valley. I used to live in Moreno Valley. I went to Rancho Verde High School, Mustangs, go Mustangs, and I went to Paris High School, Paris, and I went to Moreno Valley High School. I went to all three of those high schools. Paris was where I started my first freshman year, and then my sophomore, I think my junior year or sophomore year, junior year, I went to Moreno Valley, and then my senior year, I went to Rancho Verde when they built the school, new school. And now I know our school won a few state titles as well. But we started with Ray Dunham as our head coach. I played outside linebacker. I was an outside linebacker. My number was 55, but I was short. I was very short. I'm only 5'7". So, but I can hit. And I was just vicious with the hit, man. But I remember we played this one team from Las Vegas, and they had a fullback. He trucked the hell out of me. I ain't gonna never forget that. I forgot what school that was, but that big old fullback trucked the shit out of me. I never forget that game. I was like, man, I know I was playing on defense, but man, I did not want to get in front of that guy. And I don't know who that guy was, but whoever it is, kudos to him because he trucked the shit out of me. Anyway, so yo, I just want to say, man, this football season has been great, man. It's been exciting, and I can't wait for next year, man. College football. We still got a lot of football left tomorrow to watch, but we also got the playoffs. I can't wait till that start. I'm praying that Colorado gets in, though, through the grace of God. 2 teams lose. I know that sounds bad, but hey, man, we want to see the show. But one thing they gotta clean up before if they go into a bowl game or they go into the playoffs, they gotta clean up those things. They got where he runs out and he just holds on to the ball. Shedeur, come on, man. This is your last games. We want to see you go out in a bang, man, just like you did today. And that defense, that's how that defense should have been playing all year. If that defense played like that all year, man, there's no way you can beat Colorado. But I'm telling you, next year, that defense is going to be like that. I'm telling you, they're gonna have a defense like no other because now they can scheme for those teams that they already played or who they're going to be on the next schedule because they already played them. So that's a great thing, and I'm praying for Coach Prime do with the Juju Lewis kid. They light it up again and put on the show next season because Juju Lewis is that dude. I saw some of his highlights and everything like that, and he is that dude. So, oh yeah. Before I forget, I have one of my students that used to be one of my martial arts students. She was training with me when she was 7 years old, and now she goes to the University of Siena. She was on that. You can check out the videos on my channel. She's got videos of Zariah Price from Hazel Green High School. Please check out her videos and her highlights. She won 2 state titles back to back. The school total won 7 of them. Okay? And straight. They won 7 straight titles. There's not too many schools who've done that. But in the state of Alabama, basketball, even though football is God here in Alabama, but basketball is too. And man, these girls, especially girls, women's basketball, yeah, women's basketball and men's basketball in the northern part of the state, man, is top notch. That's what they do. And Hazel Green won, like I said, straight 7 titles. Now, Zariah Price is in New York, up there by Syracuse or somewhere like that, playing for the University of Siena when, yeah, she could have played at Bama, right? Bama didn't really give her a look. No, there was no schools really giving her any look. But the girl is a great talent. And her they played 4 games, right? I think they played against Army, they played against Washington, they got blew out. Now I know some inside stuff about the team that I won't disclose, but they had to come with a winning attitude. And Zariah Price comes from a state championship school, and she has that winning DNA. When she was my martial artist, that baby girl had a winning DNA. She didn't want to lose to nobody. And when I'm telling you, she will whoop the shoes out of people, that's exactly what she did. And even in martial arts, that's what that baby did, right? Now she's in college, and the other day she played her first conference game against CCSU, which I think is a Connecticut University school. I don't know if it's Southern Connecticut or whatever, but it was a Connecticut school. They lost to Fordham, but she played in that game, but she wasn't a I almost said too much, man. Right? I almost said too much. Now I'm just gonna put it like this. She can go out and score now. Okay. So her coach is allowing her to score. But I didn't know that some schools would tell some scorers not to score in college. Right? And so I'm like, why? If they can score. But because there's some hierarchy and things like that that go on in basketball. Right? But anyway, this baby scored 17 on the night. 17 in their first college game where it was a conference game. She shot a few threes, layup, mid-range. She showed her talents and skill. And I'm so proud of that baby. And I texted her last night. I texted her last night with some word of wisdom, encouragement. And I hope that she understands where I'm coming from, because I love that young lady. And I wish her the best. And I saw her in the Washington game, and she was just sitting on the bench when she was playing against the University of Washington, the school the team was. And she was sitting on the bench, and I know she was just thirsty, like, allow me to play my game. Now the coach is allowing her to play her game. And so I'm excited for her in the rest of the season. And I'm praying that this young lady really shows out. I told her, I'm going to read y'all what I told her. So just real quick, because she means that much to me. So she said, yes, sir. Hey, that's my baby. Hey, so I texted Zariah Price, right? And I said, hey Z, this is Coach. Just a word of wisdom. Dominate this season. Take advantage of your opportunity you have. Treat every game like it's your last game. hold on. Treat every game. Whoa. Let me stretch this out a little bit. Um, Treat every game like it's your last game and ball out. Don't let the team bring you down. You bring your team up and be the best leader that you can be. And your team can elevate with you. And y'all can elevate together as a team. And, you know, I don't know, man. It makes it to see her coming from, Huntsville, Alabama, and to see her on TV now. And I just saw her a few months ago, this young lady who was nervous and, you know, and everything like that. And I knew where her talent is. I went down to the state title game and watched her ball out, and she wasn't allowed to score in one game because they wanted the coach from Hazel Green. That's a long story too, man. I have to tell this story another time about him, but they didn't want this baby to succeed, man. They didn't want her to be great. And sometimes you have to go to those stepping stones to be great. And sometimes you have people hating on you who you think are for you, but they're not really for you. They just want something from you. They want the accolades, And I felt like this baby was taken advantage of in a lot of ways. And people say she had attitude, this and that. Yeah, she's a tough individual, and it's certain things that she just don't respond to. She don't respond to bullshit. She don't. She doesn't. If she see bullshit, she ain't gonna like it. Right? What I say on this letter? Let me see. Effort. It's a team effort. It's a team effort. You are who you are. There, you have a gift to show how to win and be a winning program. Show them the way, baby girl. Show them your greatness. Great game against CCSU. 17 points. Keep cooking. I watched the game. I'm proud of you. Keep the grind, Z. You're not soft. And don't allow your team to be soft. Love you, Z. You're a champ. Show them how to be a champion and win. And her response is, yes, sir. It's right here. I don't know if y'all can see this on my camera. Oh, I don't know how to turn this camera. Where is it? I don't know how to put. Well, anyway, it's on my phone. So that's what she texted me, and I'm very proud of her. I got another friend, my buddy Tad, that I grew up with. His son is having some issues. Had a few issues, and now he's at Grambling playing baseball. But the difference is he's white going to a black college. You know what I mean? And so, and I'm praying to see him do great this year, nephew. I'm praying that you do good, nephew, for real this year. Grambling, hold it down this year, all of you guys. And my buddy Tad, he's one of my closest, dearest friends, childhood friend, and his son got a scholarship to play at Grambling. And his dad was telling me that the school gave him a scholarship and his son didn't want it because he had money to pay for school. The schools told him, no, we want you anyway. And they still gave him a scholarship. So I thought that was dope. You know what I mean? Yeah, because he has money to pay for his own way. And the school said, no, we're going to take care of it ourselves. Regardless, we want you here. And I just thought that was great. You know what I mean? So keep it up, man. I hope to see you in town at Alabama A&M to play baseball. And and I'm also I'm gonna go check out. You know what I'm gonna check? I'm gonna go check out Alabama A&M girls because I know Shalimar Sanderson is playing over there, and I want to go check her out as well in that team. I know they're like 3-2 or something like that, but they're playing close games. They're not getting too destroyed in their games. They had one game or two where they kind of struggled with and teams pulled away from them. But other than that, they did great, man. And this sweater here is representing my son because I love my son so much. He played at Bueno High School, Josel. Josel, he played there and at Bueno High School in Ventura, California. And now my son is going to be an MMA fighter. So he's taken after his dad. And I want my son to be better than what I was. You know what I mean? I want him to be greater than what I did. I only went a quarter away. I want my son to go all the way. I want him to advance further than what I did in this martial arts world. So I'm praying for my son. And I know my son, I think he's out in Cali right now. Having Thanksgiving with his mother and sisters and stuff like that and his family. And I just want to tell everybody happy Thanksgiving and happy holidays to you guys and all the people who watch this channel. Y'all have a blessed one. And to my brother and my brother, my aunties and cousins and everything like that. I love everybody out there. My cousin Dion, I love you, bro. We chit chat sometime often and things like that. And I just want to tell you, man, I love you. And my mom, definitely, I love you. And all my kids, my daughter at Bama, I love you. Ayana, I love you very much. And just want to tell everybody that. And everybody have one tribe. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. And, to the next time, how we do it? How we say? Deuces.